Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to talk about right now are simple items that we all need in our pantries. And I know you're probably thinking, I already know all of this. A little refresher never hurt anybody. I read an article the other day that stated that the average American family wastes approximately 40% of what they buy. Let's cut that out, okay? Plan well when it comes to food shopping and meal prepping, and then execute the plan. Building a pantry is very simple, especially when you stick to these very simple ingredients. The first one is beans. You can buy dry beans in a bag or purchase ready-to-use canned beans. You can make soups and hummus and side dishes, chili, and you can have great protein at the same time. I make a meal with beans and my favorite spices, and then I'll put in like tortillas and salsa. You may have a preference regarding the beans that you store. I like pinto beans and black beans, canna lily beans, kidney beans, okay? The next thing is rice. I know, but just listen. White rice has a longer shelf life than brown rice. So I store very, very, very little brown rice, unless it's for like, I have wild rice and it's for a recipe, okay? I can use rice to stretch out very many frugal meals, and I love it. And rice is very inexpensive, even if it's just in smaller bags. I like to buy my white rice in 25-pound bags, and then I repackage it in Mylar bags with oxygen absorber packs. So the next thing is soups. Some people make their own cream soup from scratch. I've done it before too. I also buy cream of chicken by the case. I buy all pretty much the creamed soups, if you will. I make turkey pot pie, chicken pot pie, okay, with cream of potato soup as one of the ingredients, and it's awesome sauce. I can make just about any kind of casserole. Like last night I made a casserole. It's called cowboy casserole, and you have to have cream of mushroom soup, okay? So I always have cream of mushroom soup, cream of potato soup, cream of chicken soup on hand for all of my casseroles, okay? So watch out for the case lot sales for all of your fall soups. Canned fruit, canned meat, beef, chicken, veggies. Buy by the case and save tons of money. Be sure to check your expiration dates and rotate as needed. So the next thing is bread flour. If you make bread, you can barter and you can survive. Case point, that's it. Trust me, people love bread right out of the oven. Try making muffins, pancakes, waffles, cookies, cakes, so much more with all kinds of flour. You often see AP flour, but I prefer baking flour for most of my bread related recipes, if you will. So the next one is yeast. My favorite kind is the fast rising yeast for my bread and my biscuits, period. Okay, it's just, I guess because my house is so chaotic and I gotta get things done fast, so I always use the fast rising yeast. I have not had good luck with the one yeast and it comes in like a cube. I just don't have good luck with that stuff. So I store it in the fridge for the amount of yeast that I need for the month. The rest of it is in the freezer. The rest of, and then I've had yeast in my freezer 5 years. It's good. Unopened, you're good. It's fine. No worries. The next thing is crackers. Need I say more? Crackers are great with chili, soup, chicken salad, tuna salad, this salad, that salad. Crackers and peanut butter, crackers and butter, crackers and this, crackers and that. Can't go wrong with crackers. The next one is peanut butter. Sometimes we have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for dinner. You can never go wrong with PB&J and chicken noodle soup for dinner, okay? I buy 2 different types of peanut butter. I buy honey roasted peanut butter for the humans, And I buy regular peanut butter minus the xylitol for the dogs for the cookies that I make them. So the next thing is powdered eggs. For baking only, really. It's nice to have powdered eggs in the pantry if you run out of fresh eggs. I never cared for powdered eggs, prepared like, scrambled eggs and whatnot. I don't enjoy the flavor and the texture. That's why I say for baking only. Of course, fresh eggs are better, but if you're in the middle of an SHTF, you can still make cookies, you know what I'm saying? So my favorite brand is my brand. Yes, I make my own powdered eggs by myself at home. So the next one is instant milk. This is a bonus for every family. I buy the big bag at Sam's Club or at Walmart. We're not milk drinkers in this house. I only use it for cooking. It's good for about 2 years after opening it. Check the date on the milk that you buy because every manufacturer is different. But if you do want to drink it and you don't care for the taste, add some like chocolate milk mix to it or strawberry milk mix to it. I promise you, you won't even know that you're not drinking real milk. Okay. The next one is popcorn. Oh, yes. Popcorn is a tummy filler. It is. And it's comfort food. Add some melted butter. Put some salt on it. And it's a great treat for everybody. And you can also put some other spices on it. My husband likes slap your mama. You know him. So the next one is dehydrated onions. I buy McCormick dehydrated onions. I find them on Amazon. I love them for making my homemade onion soup mix. We eat onions with everything in this house. So in an SHTF scenario, having dehydrated onions in this pantry is a no-brainer. Okay? So the next thing is lemon juice. I buy lemon juice for certain recipes. I also buy the packets of the lemon mix for the kids. The next thing is cocoa. Can you smell the chocolate cake baking? Or relish in the taste of hot chocolate right now? Oh, yes. So I make my hot chocolate mix from scratch. I do. And, it tastes better than Starbucks. It really does. So the next thing is garlic. You could buy the huge jar, like I do, of the minced garlic and store it in the fridge. Or I only really truly buy fresh garlic when I'm going to be pressure canning my tomato, basil, and garlic for my sauce. Yeah. So the next thing are raisins or craisins. These are great for SNICK snacks and muffins and bread pudding. And they tend to add like a unique flavor to so many different kinds of recipes. They really do. So the next thing is chicken broth. If I have leftovers from cooking chicken, I will freeze it. But I prefer to use better than bouillon chicken base. So, you just have to add just a little bit of water. If I see a good buy on canned or boxed chicken broth, I'll pick up a few for the pantry. The next thing is olive oil, coconut oil, shortening, whatever kind of oil that you like, veg oil. You have to add this to the list because we know that we need various oils as key ingredients in a number of different recipes. My favorite is extra virgin olive oil. So consider having some sesame oil on hand if you're keen to make Asian food like I do, okay? And the next one is dehydrated or fresh potatoes. We make mashed potatoes, fried potatoes, baked potatoes. I love dehydrated potatoes for making hash browns. Add it to soup, add it to chowders. There's no peeling, no chopping, no dicing, no nada. It's just boop in the pan and it's good. You can add them right to the can for your soup. The 2 ingredients we go through in this house on a daily basis is potatoes and onions. We go through about 10 pounds each a week. It's insane. So the next thing is pasta. I'm Italian. Who doesn't go through? We love spaghettis. Mac and cheese. Everybody needs pasta in their pantry. Pasta comes in many different sizes and shapes and flavors. Have you ever tried the turmeric pasta. It's very good. All you need is some butter, some salt and pepper. Boom, gone, done. It's delish. If you haven't already, get some pasta, some spaghetti, some penne, some fusilli, some orzo. I mean, what? Okay, next time you want to plan an Italian meal, call me. I'll give you a recipe, all right? You'll be good. So if you're having pasta or rice, don't forget to also store some sauces or make your own. I've got recipes for you, don't worry. Or if you want to do a fish sauce or an oyster sauce, a hoisin sauce, it's whatever. So a soy sauce or mirin or a sweet rice wine sauce, palm sugar, hot pepper sauce, okay? So the next thing is tomatoes, tomato paste. You can make soups and spaghettis and chilies and stews. Make sure you have some of each variety of tomatoes, okay? It really expands your meal prep options. It really truly does. So the next thing is salt. It's all about the flavor. It enhances the flavor. It makes your palate go, oof, what was that? Okay? I know we're told to hold the salt. You can't. Not when salt brings out that flavor and it bursts in your mouth at precisely the right moment. Okay? Every diet needs some salt. I prefer pink Himalayan, but that's just me. Use it sparingly, but enjoy the flavor. Okay? So the next thing is sugar. I have to have sugar. I'm just not sweet enough. So you put it in with your bread, your cookies, your cakes. You put it in certain cereals, my coffee. Try to store your sugar in an airtight container. It will keep it from going hard, getting bugs, For those who are trying to cut down on sugar, maybe you can get sweeteners like honey, bananas, rice malt syrup, maple syrup, nut butter, dates, other dried fruit varieties. I mean, I can't see you putting bananas in your coffee, but I'll go on. The next thing is honey. You can make bread with honey, peanut butter with honey sandwiches, cookies, all kinds of other baked goods. There's no limit. Honey is a natural food and it's good for you. Give it a try in place of sugar, all right? The next thing is baking soda. You need it for baking muffins and cookies, etc. Baking powder, you need it for baking muffins and biscuits, etc., etc., etc. Cream of tartar. Now, I know it's a spice, but I need it to make my biscuits and Play-Doh for the kids, okay? So the next thing is cheese. Cheese Whiz and Velveeta. They are great for making mac and cheese and many, many soups. And if you have a daughter-in-law like I do, who cannot and will not eat food unless there is cheese on it, stock up on cheese because Lord knows I do. All right? The next thing is canned meats. If you can your own meats, that's awesome. You know I almost lost a year's supply due to a contractor's oopsie poopsie. I have chicken and pork and beef pressure canned. As for meat in a can, I do chicken and tuna. I stock up big time when they go on sale. We like to make, chicken salad, tuna salad, sandwiches, whatever. I prefer egg salad the most, but you can't get that in a can. But if I ever find it in a can, I will definitely try it. So the next thing is wheat. If you can grind wheat and make your own bread, you're one in a million. I have not mastered that task yet, but I'm willing to try. So the next thing is cornstarch. We can always use this, right? I mean, it's great for thickening, making your own cream soups and your gravies, and right? Okay. So the next thing is water. Store as much as your budget will allow, and how much room do you have in your house? Okay. We need water to survive and to make most meals out of our pantry. You probably store your water outside of the pantry due to space limitations. If I could store water under my house, on top of my house, in my attic, I would. But we have no space. Just remember, water is a critical necessity for survival. And that includes meal preparation and bathing yourself please brush your teeth every day. That's gross, okay? So the next thing is nuts. Nuts are great for treats, but also to add to desserts and other offerings. Why not store almonds and pecans and walnuts and peanuts and cashews and pistachios? I like sunflower seeds. I do. Okay, guys, that's all for this video. I will see you in the next one, okay? You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fear less.